नहीं सर.
Hello, guys. Good morning and welcome to Exampur. Good morning, everyone. And please confirm me that I'm audible and visible to you. My audio and video both are reaching to you properly. And as you know that we are discussing the Class 6 NCERT chapter of Class 6 NCERT of the geography subject, and we are on chapter number 3. And the name of the chapter is the motion of Earth. The name of the chapter is motion of Earth. In the previous session, we have discussed something related to the motion of the Earth. In that session, we have discussed what is the rotation and what is the revolution. What is the consequences of the rotation and what is the consequences of the revolution. In the last session, we have discussed these things. And the remaining portion we will discuss today in today's session. And if you have any doubt, you can ask your doubt. You can put on your doubt in your comment box, and I will resolve the problem. I will resolve the problem that is related to this chapter. Okay, so today we will cover the remaining section of this chapter. So I hope you all have the NCERTs of the several subjects which are relevant for the civil services examination. And geography NCERT is very important. Geography NCERT is very important to make the basic understanding of the subject matter. So I always suggest that you should read the NCERTs of the geography, because NCERT of the geography is very systematically arranged, and the class 6, class 9th and class 11th NCERT is very important. If you want to make your concept is very clear, then you should go through the NCERT of the class 11th and class 9th. And class 6, 7th, 8th and class 10th NCERT and class 12th NCERT is also important. So you should read these NCERT, and these NCERT is very relevant, and you will see that all the questions are related to this NCERT. All the questions that will come in your examination has some relation with the NCERT. And in the previous year question paper, if you look the previous year question paper, then you will find that the questions are directly came from the NCERT's lines. So class 6 and class 7th NCERT, class 8th or the lower class NCERT is also has the relevancy as class 11th, because the question is being directly asked from the class from lower class NCERTs. So you should read these NCERTs. Okay. Now let's begin the chapter. In the last session, we have discussed what is the rotation, and this chapter is very basic chapter. So you should read this chapter. You should study the chapter, and this is the conceptual chapter. Once a question has been asked in the CDS examination, and I suggest you that you should you should also go through the previous year question paper of the several examination that has been conducted by the UPSC. Okay, so like the CDS, you can look the questions of the general studies of the CDS. You can look the questions of the general studies of the NDA. You can look the questions of the general studies of the CPM. Okay, so these examinations are also conducted by the UPSC, and that is why you should understand the level of this question, the question that has been asked in this examination, that is related to the GS section. So you should solve the questions of these examinations as well. Okay, because it would be help you in the solving the questions of the UPSC or the civil services examination. So CSE is also conducted by the UPSC, and these examinations are also conducted by the UPSC. So I suggest you that go through the questions of this examination. Once in the serious examination, UPSC has asked day and night seasonal changes occurs on the earth. What are the reasons? What are the reasons behind the seasonal changes? And UPSC provided a complicated options because UPSC is known for the complications, or the UPSC is known for the you can say the standard. The questions that UPSC has asked has the some standards. So UPSC is known for the standards because UPSC is the as you know, the UPSC is the constitutional body. In our constitution, UPSC has been mentioned in our constitution. So UPSC is the largest exam conducting body in the India, and that has the constitutional status. So it also has a standard, and UPSC conducted the examination for the you can say UPSC conducted the examination for topmost post in the India, and the topmost post means the standard post. So there is also there is a requirement of the standards, and that is why UPSC always maintain the standards in the questions. Okay, so you can say you look the paper of the series, and you will find some questions are very tough questions, or you can say some questions are very standard question. UPSC has asked, and many teachers, or it was a debatable question. The question was the day seasonal changes occurs on the earth. What are the reason behind this seasonal changes? And option was only revolution. One option was revolution, and another option was revolution with the tilted axis of the earth. Tilted earth on its axis. Tilted earth on its axis. Okay, which is most important thing, which is correct, or which is more appropriate answer? So revolution is also responsible for the seasonal changes, but only revolution is not responsible for the seasonal changes. If the revolution is if the tiltness of earth is not found, if earth is not tilted, the seasonal changes does not occur, and the seasonal changes does not occur. Season always occurs on the one phase of the earth, and another phase has experienced the, and another phase would experience the different season. And seasonal changes does not happen, but season would be happened if the tiltness was not actually found on the earth. Okay, so revolution is not only appropriate answer. The answer would be the revolution with the tilted earth on its axis. Okay, so it is such type question UPSC has asked related to this topic, because this topic is very conceptual topic, so you should make your concept clarity in this topic. Okay, so rotation and revolution. As you know, what is the revolution? Suppose it is the sun. It is the sun. Earth is moving around the sun, and this is the position of the earth in the month of June. And the 21st of June, sun rays falls perpendicularly on the Tropic of Cancer. And in the previous session, we have discussed that the earth is rotating, earth is revolving around the sun into the anti-clockwise manner. So after this position will happen, and it is the condition of the 23rd of September, when sun rays falls perpendicularly on the equator, and after this position earth revolve and reaches at this condition, and in this condition the southern section of the earth, or the southern hemisphere of the earth, is in front of the sun, and that is why sun rays falls perpendicularly on the Tropic of Capricorn on 22nd of December. So this is the position of the 22nd of December when the sun rays falls vertically on Tropic of Capricorn. Or you can say the southern section or the southern hemisphere of the earth is in front of the sun and the northern section is far or is beyond the sun. And when this earth reaches at this condition, Tropic of you can say equator is on front of the sun, and this is the condition of the 21st of March. 21st of March. Okay. So during the revolution of Earth, there are four important positions. And these four important positions has different aspects, different consequences. So pay attention here that on the 21st of June, the northern section of Earth is in front of sun. If the northern section of Earth is in front of sun, and on the particular 21st of June, sun rays falls perpendicularly on the Tropic of Capricorn, and the Tropic of Cancer. And Tropic of Cancer is the outermost latitude on which sun rays falls perpendicularly. Beyond the Tropic of Cancer, sun rays never falls perpendicularly on the earth. Beyond the Tropic of Cancer, or you can say beyond from the Tropic of Cancer, to the Tropic of Cancer, the northern section never experienced the sun rays falls perpendicularly or the 90 degree of the sun rays. Okay, so this section never experienced the vertical sun rays because this is the outer limit. Beyond this latitude, sun rays never falls perpendicularly. And so if this is the outer limit, that means this date is the date on which sun rays falls maximum in the northern hemisphere. And if the sun rays falls maximum in the northern hemisphere, that means northern hemisphere get the more solar energy, and that is why the temperature of this hemisphere is relatively high, and this hemisphere experience the summer season. And if you go in the opposite section, in the opposite hemisphere, in the southern hemisphere, at the same time, or you can say the meanwhile, when the sun rays falls perpendicularly on the northern hemisphere, meanwhile the southern hemisphere is far away from the sun, relative to the northern hemisphere. If southern hemisphere is far away, or you can say the southern hemisphere is beyond from the sun, then this hemisphere get the less solar energy. If this hemisphere get the less solar energy, that means the temperature of this hemisphere is relatively less, and that is why this hemisphere experience the winter season. Okay, so there is a winter season is occurring on the southern hemisphere, and the summer season occurs in the northern hemisphere in the month of June. If the earth is taking 12 months to complete one revolution, if earth is taking 12 months in complete one revolution, then what time it would be take from one position to another position? So you can divide the 12 from 12 by the 4, and if you divide the 12 by the 4, that means earth take the 3 months from one position to another position to reach. Okay, so from one position to another position to reach at the another position, earth take 3 months. Okay, so after the June, July, August and September, on the 23rd of September, sun rays falls perpendicularly on the equator. That means no any hemisphere get the maximum more energy, or no any hemisphere get the less energy. So almost both hemisphere has the equal energy, or both hemisphere get the equal energy, and that is why no any hemisphere is relatively higher temperature, has the higher temperature, and no any hemisphere has relatively less temperature. So in this situation, or in this condition, in the month of the September, both hemisphere, that means the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, both hemisphere experience the moderate temperature, not so high temperature, not so low, just low, so less temperature. So both hemisphere experience the moderate temperature. In the northern hemisphere, this season is related to the autumn season. That means autumn season is the season in which there is a dry situation. And that is why the vegetation that is found in this region is started to shed all the leaves at the same time, and that's why this type of vegetation is called the deciduous vegetation. So in this hemisphere, during this time period, this is the dry season, and because of the dry season, there is a autumn. This season is called the autumn season. This season is called the autumn season. And in the southern hemisphere get the is relatively the wet. It is not dry season, and in the moderate temperature, this season experience the new leaves, and this season is called the spring season. So during the September or you can say the near the September months, northern hemisphere experience the autumn season, and whereas the southern hemisphere experience the spring season. And when Earth moves from this condition to another condition, and when reaches at this condition, the month is December. When Earth reaches at this situation, or it is at this condition, the month is December. And during the December, the southern hemisphere, or you can say the southern hemisphere of the Earth is in front of the sun, and the northern hemisphere is far away from the sun. And because this hemisphere is in the front of the sun, and that is why this hemisphere gets the more solar energy, and due to the more solar energy, it experiences the more temperature. And because of the high temperature, this hemisphere get the maximum. This hemisphere experience the maximum temperature, and that is why this hemisphere experience the summer season. Okay, so in the duration of the December or near the December month, the southern hemisphere experience the summer season, and whereas meanwhile, northern hemisphere is away from the sun, and it gain the less energy than the southern hemisphere, and that is why due to the less temperature, this hemisphere experience the winter season. Okay, so summer season and the winter season. And after the 3 months, when the Earth reaches at this condition, sunrays again falls on the equator. Sunrays again falls vertically on the equator, and that is why both hemispheres gain the almost equal amount of the energy or solar energy, and that is why both has the moderate temperature, not so high temperature, not so less temperature. And that is why during the March, both hemisphere experience the moderate temperature, and the northern hemisphere experience the spring season at this time period, and southern hemisphere experience the autumn season in this time period. Okay, so spring and the autumn season during the 21st of March and 22nd of December, 21st of June and 23rd of September. You can say the different season at this duration, and that is why this seasonal changes has been occurred. Why this seasonal changes? If revolution is happening on the Earth, by the Earth, revolution is happened by the Earth, then this changes occur. If the Earth is not tilted, suppose if Earth would not be tilted, Earth is straight. So you can imagine whether this variation from this Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn would happen. No, never. If the tiltness of Earth, or you can say if Earth is located perpendicularly on its axis or on its plane, and Earth lies on its axis, or then this type of the phenomena never happen. So the variation of the solar or perpendicular solar radiation from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn is just happening because of the tiltness of Earth. If this tiltness is not found, then this variation from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn would not be happened. Then the seasonal changes is not happened. If this area experience the one season, then one season is always remain same, or this one season remains same for the 12 months. So the changes, this particular place experience the summer season, this particular place also experience the winter season. But if the tiltness was not happen, or the earth was not tilted, then this type of change would not be happen. And that is why the tiltness or the earth tiltness of earth on its axis is also responsible for the seasonal changes that is happening on the earth's surface. So I think you got this point. If any problem, you can ask. If you have any problem, you can ask your problem. Okay, one special announcement on the occasion of the Hindi Divas. Hindi Divas has happened on the 14th of September. There is a discount. 75% discount. 75% discount on the all courses on Exampur. Okay. 75% flat discount on the 75%. Okay. 75% flat discount is going on, and this offer is for limited time period. And if you have any if you want to purchase any course on the Exampur platform or the by Exampur ISPC by Exampur platform, if you want to purchase any course that is related for the civil services, then go on the Exampur official application, download the official application, and purchase this course on the huge discount amount. Oh, okay. So 70% flat discount on every course that is related to the civil services is available on Exampur official application. So go and download that application and get benefited by this huge amount of the discount. Okay. So I think you should purchase. If anybody that is the person who was preparing in the Hindi medium, so definitely send them on this platform, because all the courses is mostly in the Hindi medium. So you can download this application and purchase that course. Okay. So this is very important thing. So this is the application of the Exampur official. This is the official application of the Exampur, and this official application or this application has a very important and interesting and distinctive features that are very relevant for the students. And if you are serious aspirant, then you should download this application, because this application has the many features and that are essential, that are necessity of the requirement, that fulfill the necessity of the necessity of students or necessity of the aspirants. So I always suggest you that go and download this application, because this application has live paid courses, and that paid courses at this time has a huge amount of the discount by the 75%. If you want to get benefit of this huge discount, so you go through 75% of the discount is available, and you use the code for this Hindi 75. Hindi 75. Use this code. Okay, this is the code Hindi 75 is the code. use this code and get the 75% of the discount. 75% discount. Okay. So, and another feature, free subject wise, topic wise quizzes with the report card, because preparation is never accomplished without the practice. Preparation is never accomplished without the practice. So practice, the medium of the practice is the question paper, quizzes, okay, answer writing. So if you want to make your preparation at a better position, if you want to make your preparation at the better level, then you should go through the test papers, you should go through the quizzes, because these are the essential part of the preparation. So all the quizzes with the solution, with the report card, with the result are available on this application. So you should go through. All the job related or the vacancy related alerts are, you will get all the alerts on this platform. All previous year PDFs with the solution. You will get the previous year. I always say the previous year questions are the mirror. Only two important things that is very essential for the civil service examination. First one is the syllabus that has been released by the UPSC syllabus, and another important thing, I mean another important guide for you during the preparation is the previous year question paper. So everyone must have previous year question paper on your table, previous year question paper as well with the syllabus. If you have these two things, and if you read this thing properly in the, after the some time period, or you read this after a definite interval, then you will always motivate, you will always get motivated, and there is a no any you can say the variation, or you can say there is a no any if you are always on the your right path. Okay. Okay. So you must have the previous year question paper, and all the examination previous year question papers are available here with the solution and the topic wise. Okay, all the papers are here topic wise with the solution in the form of the PDF, and that you can you can make the printout of that PDFs. Okay. Free all India scholarship test. If you have any problem, if you don't have any problem, but it is not necessary. If you have problem, then you fill the form for the scholarship. Scholarship is basically for the motivation, not for the economic assistance. It is basically the main purpose of the scholarship is the for the motivation, and particularly for those candidates or those aspirants who have also economically weaker. So it is important concept. Here is a scholarship test. If you fulfill all the criteria related to the scholarship, then you will get the scholarship through this platform. So go and download this. Topic wise free live classes are also available. If you have any problem in a particular topic, then you go on this application, search that particular topic, and clear or make clear this topic, and make the clarity of for this topic. Okay, so this type of the feature is also available here. Free full length and the sectional test with the report cards also available on this application. Free exam wise PDFs and the practice set PDFs. Okay, so PDFs are also available. Daily, weekly, and the monthly current affairs. Current affairs has very important role. At the role of the current affairs as toll mounting at this time period. So you can use this current affairs, and unlimited subject wise practice question. There is an unlimited subject wise question for the practice. So if you want to practice for the different subject, you can make the practice on this application. So you will get the questions, practice question on this application. Okay, so this application is very important for you. So I always urge you that I always suggest you to please download this application, because this application is very essential for you, and it has all the important features that are necessity of students or the aspirants. Okay, so now one question is here, sir, condition of the aura and borealis. Okay, aura and borealis. Aura australis and the aura borealis, there are two different things. What is the aura? Aura is basically a phenomena that is happening on the thermosphere and the atmospheric layer over the poles. Aura is basically an important phenomena or important lightning phenomena that is happening in the atmospheric layer of a thermosphere over the polar region. And if the aura is happening in the northern hemisphere, then it is termed as the aurora borealis. And if the aura is happening in the southern hemisphere, then it is termed as the aurora australis. Okay, so what is the aura? One question I make this clarity. So I'm taking this question. So please read this. This is the relevant question. So if suppose this is the Earth, this is the northern pole and this is the southern pole. You all know that Earth has the magnetic character, and that is called the geomagnetism. Earth has the magnetic characteristic, and that is called the geomagnetism. Okay, so due to this geomagnetism, Earth has a magnetic poles. Earth has the magnetic poles. So one magnetic pole and another magnetic pole. And the center of Earth is behaves like a bar magnet. This behaves like a bar magnet. Okay. So Earth has the geomagnetism. From the sun, electromagnetic waves are coming toward the Earth. In electromagnetic waves, some waves has the high energy, like the X-rays. The rays which has the high energy, gamma rays, and the another rays which has the high energy. These electromagnetic waves, because when the charged particle in the moving condition, when the waves, electric waves in the moving condition, it also create the magnetic field. You studied this thing in your physics concept, in the physics class. So electromagnetic waves, when the electromagnetic waves started to come toward the Earth, there is a magnetic field that is generated by the Earth, because Earth's center part acts as the bar magnet, and this is the Earth atmosphere. Suppose this is the Earth atmosphere, and in the thermosphere, at the height of the thermosphere, when the X-rays or another rays are reaches, due to the magnetic characteristics of the Earth, these waves started to ripple. These waves started to ripples, or the repulsion has been taking place, and due to this repulsion, these waves move toward the polar region. And if these waves move toward the polar region, over the poles, at the height of the thermosphere, these waves started to strikes. These waves started to collapse, strikes toward to each other. And when they get collided, when they start to collide to each other, if the charged particles start to collide, they produce the power. They produce the lightning. If you took the two wires with the charged two wires and you strike these two charged particles or the charged wire, then you will get there is a sparking happen. Okay, or sparking will happen. So if these electromagnetic waves started to strike over the polar region, then there is a lightning will happen. There is a lightning would happen, or you can say that sparking would happen, and that sparking phenomena is called the aura. this sparking phenomena is called the aura. Okay. Due to this sparking phenomena, the lightning, or the, you can say, the all the area is lit up. There the lights will happen, and this aura, if this aura is happening on the northern pole, then it is called the aura borealis. If this aura is happening in the southern pole, this is called the aura australis. So this is the phenomenon, and that is why this phenomena happens on the earth. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, this is the waves of the high energy wave. If anybody asks you what would be happen if the earth does not has any magnetic characteristics, what would be happen? Okay, if earth does not has any magnetic characteristics, all the high energy waves will reach it at the surface of the earth. And if X-rays, gamma rays directly reaches or penetrate into the atmosphere of the earth and reaches to the surface of the surface of the earth, then there would be no any organic elements or the organic material will alive, because if gamma rays has the potential to penetrate 1 meter thick steel sheet, gamma rays has the potential to penetrate 1 meter thick steel sheet. So you can imagine what amount of the energy that gamma rays has consist. So कोई fixed time है इनका? No. ठीक है. Okay. Okay. Back to our topic. This is a revolution. So I think you understand what is the revolution. Okay. So these are the motion of the earth. This is the motion of the earth. Okay. Please make the presence, the persons who are watching this video, any if you have any doubt, you can ask. Let me know. Let me clear your names who are watching this video. And today, I also want to that what you want for this side, from our side, which type of the course, which type of the things you want, what are your requirements that we can fulfill your requirements. If you want to anything from us, from Exampur, then you can put say on this comment box which type of the courses you want in the English medium, which type of the syllabus, which type of the which book you want to completed is completed from this side. So today I want to know that what you want from our side, from this side, from Exampur. If you have any special requirement, if you want to, if you want the things that would be helpful in your preparation, so please let me know. No requirement. persons who are watching at this time, they can they type in the comment box, and the person who will watch this video later, they also comment on the uh, offline comment box, because we want to consider your what are your requirements, what are your actually what you want from this side during your preparation. Geography optional course आप पूरा कराएं हिंदी में. Geography optional, actually, geography optional is running by two faculties, and Mr. Aman Arjun sir, and the second is Mr. Uzair sir. So, because I could not complete the geography optional in Hindi because my medium is English, and I always uh, read the optional subject as in English medium, and that is why there is a little bit problem. There is a little bit problem to complete the geography optional in the Hindi for me. So my optional subject is also geography, but I completed my optional subject, or I completed my entire study in English medium. That is why I'm not able to complete the geography optional in the Hindi, because optional subject or the level of the optional is a different from the GS. So GS in the general studies level, I am able to manage all the things in the Hindi, but at the optional level, I am completely in the English medium student. That is why I am not able to complete the geography optional in the Hindi. Anju, I will help you if you if you have any requirement in the geography in the Hindi. I will always ready to help you. So you can ask the things, you can ask the thing. I will manage. Okay. You can take the help of me. You can take the help. I will always ready to help you. But there is a my constants. Okay. So any another problem? I'm always ready to help you. Any person related to the geography subject. If you have any problem in the geography subject, I'm always with you. Okay, guys. So our third chapter of the classics NCERT, that is the related to the motion of Earth, has been completed, and we will meet with the next chapter in the next session, or any another chapter of with the another session. Okay. So thank you so much. We will meet in the next class. Thank you so much. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay. So see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.